7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in Tai Chi from the prompt and form. So just to review, when we do Tai Chi, we have a Tai Chi posture. The Tai Chi posture is almost the many elements, components. As I am describing it to you, try to implement what I say. So the first thing we need to do is relax our shoulders so that our fingers are to the sides of the seam of our hands. As a result, our shoulders drop, and we relax our body even more, lie. stiff and locked in place and relaxed. They're not stiff in place and locked. Neither are they bent in motion. All we need to do is prepare for motion. So once we drop our shoulders, our knees are relaxed. As a result of all of this, our chest is not upright and straight, but dipped inward as if it were concave or column. The next item will probably fall in place because our butt is now tucked under rather than protruding out or stiff upward. Okay, so all of those elements are part of our Tai Chi posture. To check all of what I just went over, if you can imagine a silver thread or a cable drilled from the middle of your head down to the middle of your body, that's the posture that we need. If we adhere to that posture and that cable or thread, we will never be in misalignment, and with that in mind, we will be safe in our movements. You can see readily that if I did not adhere to my cable and something should interrupt or disturb me, I'm going to go down head first. We always start thinking about balancing. So with that in mind, we know that the cable or the thread is held. With that silver thread going down through our body, it's touching all the points in which we refer to in Tai Chi and Chinese as dantian. So they are the center of gravity. So the main center of gravity is 2 inches below your navel. So that is the dantian that we need to always know that it could never be forward, backwards, or swaying to one side, but always keeping us upright. The other 2 dantians are our head and one in our chest area. All right. So knowing that background, then we're going to be safe in what we do. So when we are a golden cockerel, when we shift our weight, we're focused on our dantian, and we're using our hands and our mind to keep us in balance. How are we doing that? The center hand or the front hand centers our body, and the other hand counterbalances our foot by keeping it to the side as if it were holding a ball yet on the other side. So those are the elements. So we're looking at the hand that comes in front is centered. The hand that is counterbalancing has a definite role in that it keeps to the side of my pants or my hip, not here, and not here, because right there you can see that I'm pulling my balance. I want to counterbalance this way. The foot now never comes out there or there, but towards your center, because that makes sense. This is our center of gravity. So you want to make that motion and balance, but you want to make sure that you're using your body to the best way you know how to be safe. And then again, when you do this, we are centered. I am not forward, backwards, or to the side because I am adhering to that cable or silver thread. Okay, so can we try that? I'll stay this way, doesn't matter which side you do it on. Shift your weight, well actually listen to me. Shift your weight to the left, bring up your right hand, center it, counterbalance the left. Golden cockerel stands on its left. Opening up your stance, shifting our weight to the right, centering the left hand, right hand to the side of your pants. Golden cockerel on its right. Now shift your weight, golden cockerel on its left, up, opening up, step down, slowly, centering, and up. One more set, down, center, up. Very good. Down, center, and up. All right, here's your challenge. So that is a definite movement. We're going to incorporate it in our warm-up exercise. And can I just show you an extreme? So we are never doing it fast. We are never doing it forcefully. But in Tai Chi, we're thinking about every muscle that we have, whether it's in our hand, whether it's in our mind, whether it's in our neck, shoulder, or our feet and our legs and our thighs and our waist. So when we shift our weight, right here I'm 50% evenly distributed. But when I know I want to shift my weight, I slowly drain the weight off of the foot that needs to be moved to put it firmly on that planted foot and then come up. So I'm never ever going to do this because I didn't even have a chance to slowly put the weight. But the faster you do it, the more risks are involved. Okay? So you're saying to me, well, how then can I apply this to everyday activities? Because if something happens, I need to act fast. And I'm not going to think about all these increments that our teacher is talking about. Over time, because the Tai Chi is a discipline, your body will be more in tune to what it needs to do so that it would be functioning as if it were automatic. It will be embedded with you so that you know that those increments do exist and that is the discipline. Okay? And you'll know then not only shifting your weight, what your limbs can do and what your mind needs to do and what your posture has to be safe. All right? So we'll practice that one after we take a challenge and do a kick out. Okay? Because these two movements are going to be incorporated, like I said, but it follows the same Tai Chi principles in which if you kick out, you are draining the weight off of the kicking foot and you're following your kick to counterbalance to be safe. We're shifting our weight gradually, bringing our energy to our central dantian and then counterbalancing in this way. So what do I mean by counterbalancing? You know, it's easy that when I make this cross, I am being secure because I'm shifting my weight. If I went up this way, I have nothing that's holding me from falling. But I am more secure when I bring it up at the same time I cross. But when I kick out, my right hand follows my right foot. But not only that, my left hand counterbalances. It takes the opposite way. It does not follow this way because it's going to push me forward. But it's the yin and yang, the opposites make the whole. Okay? Okay, so let's try that. Okay? We're not looking for a high kick. We're not looking for a long duration of balancing, but we're looking for something safe. So I'm looking at all your feet, and I don't want your feet to be close in because that'll give you very little space to make your movement. So you want to come out a little bit. If we're isolating this movement, okay, if we're isolating this movement, and they should not be out this way, nor in this way, but almost parallel, okay? So we're shifting our weight to the left, draining the weight of our right so that we can kick out with our right. One more element is that the right hand stays outside of the cross so that it could follow the right kick. If we don't do that and we want to do a right kick and we keep the right hand on the inside, we're going to have trouble bringing it out. It's possible, but it's making it a little harder. So the rule is when you want to kick out with your right hand is on the outside of the cross. Okay? So we're opening our stance. That's the first element. We know we want to kick out with our right. Right now we have a good Tai Chi posture. I'm not forward, I'm not backward, I'm not to the side. I'm adhering to my cable or silk silver thread. We want to alleviate weight from our right foot. We slowly drain that weight and we bring up our hands as we bring up our foot and then we kick out. Okay? And I know that I'm using words so that there are fractions of time that you need to kick out. So if you understand what I'm saying, by all means, go ahead. Okay? Let's just do the right for now, okay? Up and out. Down, up, and out. Okay? Shift your weight to the right this time. Up and out. Oh, you're looking at me, but you look in the direction of your kick. So that's another way of concentrating. Look in the direction of your kick, and you'll find yourself a little bit more stable. Okay? Let's practice this. This time I'm going to turn so that you can see my back. So you're trying to remember and incorporate all the elements that we went over. But first of all, we know that we're in a good Tai Chi posture. Okay? So our shoulders are dropping, middle finger to the side seams, butt tucked under, concave chest, relaxed knees. This time I'm going to let you open your stance a little bit more rather than tight in. And we're going to now be a golden cockerel standing on its left. So part of this, all this rigmarole that I'm telling you is making your brain think about what you're going to do before you actually take action, which is an excellent part of keeping your mind alert and training yourselves for Tai Chi. If you're at 50-50, you know that you want to drain the weight off of the right to put it on its left. So as we're doing that, do it with me. You're centering your right hand and putting it to the center, counterbalancing with the left. Down, shifting our weight gradually, coming up, center, counterbalancing. Down, and up. Down, and up. Down, and up. Down, and up. One more set. Down, and up. Down, and up. This time, we're opening up our stance again. We're going to kick out, okay? Right hand on the outside because right foot is going to come up to kick out to the right. We're 50-50. Ready for action. Slowly drain the weight off the right foot. Right hand on the outside coming up and out. In line. Down. Shift weight. Left hand up and out. Shift weight. Right foot, right hand, up and out. Left hand, left foot, up and out. Right hand, right foot, up and out. So you saw that time I was wobbly. I don't know if you were, but I heard some heavy-duty noise and that distracted me. But that should not be an excuse. When that occurs, you keep your focus even stronger towards what you are doing. But you are aware of all the other extraneous sounds. So that's now then real life and what you have to do to counter elements that you have no control over. Okay? So those are the two movements that we would want you to try to practice. But when you practice, don't just go for how it looks or how I'm doing it, but think about the elements that we went over, okay? So going over real fast, one hand counterbalances, that means it stays towards the center of my body to help me with that leg coming up. So the foot that comes up and the hand that's in front is the same, right and right, left and left. However, the other hand that does not come to the center has a definite job in that it comes to the side as if it were holding the top of a ball. So it's never straight out, it's never flat down, but it's holding a ball in a curved way towards your center, okay? And we can continually to refine. So if you get really well and you get that center hand, then you say, okay, what about this other hand? Is it drooping? Is it you know, not doing its job. It has a big job. All right. And then, of course, you look at your center of balance. And here again, it's yin and yang. One up, one down. One up, one down. Okay, and a pumping motion that gives you that momentum to go up and down. Similarly, when we do our kickouts, we open up our span, because if it were too close like this, we have no room to breathe, so to speak. Keep a little, at least the tile block in width or a little bit more, depending on your height and weight or whatever your composure. So here again, 50-50, draining the weight, coming up, centering, and then kicking out in line. Kicking out in line, shifting our weight, left hand, left foot up, and out. Okay? It will get easier, and you will find that your balance will improve over time. And how much time is just dependent on who you are. But definitely, if you talk to anybody who's done at least one course of Tai Chi, they can tell you that they have gotten better. All right. Going over some feet work now, okay? We said that whenever we're getting ready for Tai Chi, we have a good Tai Chi posture. We know that there are steps involved that underlie the foundation movements of Tai Chi. And if we do them correctly, we will not only flow like those who perform well in Tai Chi, but we will keep our joints, especially our knees, safe. Okay? We know that we can make the capital letter Chi by turning one of our feet, beside my left foot, into placing it on its toe. When our other foot that's planted onto the ground holds almost all the weight. We then know that because this stem of the capital letter T guy, our left foot, has little weight, we know that's the only foot that can advance. If we don't know that and we try to move both feet, surely you may fall, okay? So, putting all our weight on our right foot, planting it down as if it were rooted, like a banyan tree rooted to the ground. The left foot, stem of the capital letter T with 5% of our weight. We know that this is a T stance. We want to move into an L stance in a perfect Tai Chi world. In a perfect Tai Chi world, we need to bring our heel out away from our front foot, so that if we were to join it, so away meaning there's a gap, if we were to join it, it would be the capital letter L. So we say that we're in a T, we want to make an L. We know that our foot has to come out, but to the side, away from our front foot. So with your hand now, your left hand, you're going to show me what I want. We want to get into an L stance. Our foot has to come down on its heel in this way, out and to the side. One more time. We want our left foot, like our left hand, to come out and to the side, so that if we were to drag our foot back, there would be a gap. The 2 feet will not be in the same plane. All right? We want to plant it on our heel. Okay, so let's try it. One motion now. I don't want you to come out and here. I want you to come out here. One motion. Okay, here we go. We're in a T stance. We're going to do an L stance. Out and to the side on our heel. And ask yourself, if I drag my foot back, will I have a gap? And if it's yes, you're in the right position. Now we want to flatten that foot, but we want to at the same time move our hips and waist so that our right foot now takes a 45-degree angle. We want to sit back. So now the left foot again is weightless. It's the moving foot. This is called a sit back. When we spin or pivot on our heel, this is called a twist step. So you're going to be on a line or parallel to the line. You're going to shift your weight and root down on your left foot, and your right foot gets to be the stem of the capital letter T. Same thing, but the other side. Rooting down on our left to allow our right to come out into the side in one motion. Here we go. T stance, L stance, flatten down. Make the adjustment to the back foot to a 45-degree angle. Now you ask yourself, I'm doing Tai Chi. Am I still adhering to my Tai Chi cable and silk silver thread? You should never come forward or any other way, but keep an upright position. Right? So we're busy looking at our feet and everything. We still want to keep our position. Sit back, twist, parallel or on a line, shift our weight and plant it on our right. Bring our left toe closer to our foot for a capital T. What do we want to do? Think about it. We want to take an L stance, but she said out into the side in one motion on our heel. Here we go. Out into the side on our heel. Plant down as you shift your back foot to a 45. The knee of your front foot never goes beyond your toes. If it did, your silk silver thread is not in play. So you want to keep it upright, and you want to be able to look outwards. Right now I think we're concentrating on looking at the tiles, but eventually we want to be able to keep our gaze outward into the field there. All right, sitting back, putting all our weight on our back foot. Now we're on a heel. We're going to pivot on our heel, and this is called a twist step. On a line or parallel to the line, firm down to plant it. Shift our right foot to a T. We want to come to an L out into the side on our heel. Out into the side on our heel and an L. As we plant it down, shift the weight of our back foot to a 45 degree and never go beyond our toes of our front foot. Sit back, twist on our heel, plant down, left foot as a stem of the T, L stance out into the side, down, flatten, make the adjustment on the back. Check to see that your knee is not beyond. Sit back, twist, shift your weight to the left, plant down, T. Out into the side, heel, move the hips and waist to align it to that outward foot, adjust the back foot, bow stance. Sit back, twist on your heel, shift weight, T, heel, L, plant down, shift, bow stance, knees not beyond our toes. Sit back, twist, plant down, capital letter T, out into the side, L on our heel, flatten down, adjust the back foot, bow stance. This time now, make sure, sit back, twist, plant down, T, out into the side, L, firm down, adjust back. When you adjust the back foot, make sure that there is no buckle in the knee. The knee is straight out. That will help you with your Tai Chi posture. If your knee, I don't know how to show you, is buckled like this or buckled like the back knee is buckled, you're not in a good Tai Chi position. So you need to make sure it's like a slide board and it's straight out, slanted rather than a buckle. Once you buckle, you're throwing your Tai Chi position off and you're not in the safest position. Okay? So let's do 2 more sets and let's look at that back knee. Sit back, twist, plant down, T, out into the side, L, Firm down, adjust the back knee, straighten out, check your front knee to not go beyond your toe. Sit back, twist, shift, plant down, T. Out into the side on a heel, L. Flatten down, stretch out the back knee, don't go beyond the front knee, L. Both steps. Sit back, twist step, T step. So that's another portion of your homework. And you saw that when we did this as a routine, we started going back. So you need to make the adjustment and come a little forward. For whatever reason, it takes you further back. So what we just learned in feet position are the basis on which all of Tai Chi is built. The shifting of the weight, the T stance, the L stance, the bow stance. Especially in the Yang 10 form. So we are learning Yang 10 form. And when we do Yang 10 form, I'm just going to do it really fast for you, you can see that, well, not right away, but you will see that we are going to incorporate our T stance, L stance, bow stance. Sitting back, twist step, T stance, L stance, bow stance, and on it goes. In the other forms, it moves around. It's a Tai Chi walk, and this is what you're building up to. So if you like Tai Chi and you pursue it, and you know the 10, it will be the basis in which you will go on to other forms of Yang style Tai Chi.
I want to talk about when you're moving with Tai Chi, and it applies to the twist step. The tendency when you first start Tai Chi, in part because you don't know exactly what your body is doing fully, and another reason is maybe just leg strength. The tendency is to stand with the leg relatively straight and try to do this. You see, the leg is straight as opposed to down here. But there's a liability to that, because if you are straight-legged and you step out this way, or in fact, I almost can't do it, but you do this, and then you turn, this becomes a relatively rigid system from here all the way down through the knee. So when you turn, although the turning should be here at the hip, you turn the whole leg. And what happens is your knee tends to do this. So it's important, to begin with, you're in Tai Chi posture. The legs are at least loose, the joint is loose. And whatever you can spare in terms of coming down, because you're commencing form, you come down, you're down here. That makes this system not one rigid stick that's going down to the ground, where whatever happens, happens between here and the foot. And the knee, which is inherently an unstable joint, has to turn with it, but it's not a fully straight stick. It will bend, and what it'll do, you'll bend your knees in ways that the knee is not meant to do. The knee does best when it just does this. It's a hinge joint. This is a ball joint. It can go in all different directions. So safety for this is to be knee is bent, turn. And you see, when I do this, what happens to my knee? My knee goes in this direction. But when I'm turning, this is starting to turn. You see, I try to make this knee safe by doing this, and the hip is turning. You watch. See, I'm down here. No, sorry. See, this will do this, and this will turn at your waist, and then you're out here. And when you're out here, then you can turn this way. And so that's important. When you begin, be careful. I realize that you may not have the strength, and I see people do their Tai Chi rather straight-legged. You gotta have that little bend. It saves your knees, in not only this position, but in other positions. The intention is what drives what you do. And they go to great lengths when you're practicing like you're doing to make sure that you keep track of every part of your body moving. One, it helps you make sure you exercise every part of your body in learning how to do the movement. But like Lucille says, after a while, it gets incorporated into your automatic behavior. So you start to do it. And the part that you said, I got to think about what I'm doing, when you're moving in a natural pace, you're not going to be thinking, but it's ingrained in your system by then. Tedious, but it helps you. And while you're doing that in Tai Chi, it helps your mind because it makes you concentrate. And that's one of the things we're trying to teach, teaching the mind to focus.
To sum that up, we need to remember that when we learn Tai Chi, we're using our whole body. Although you're saying we're concentrating on that front hand and that foot that comes up, or the hand that goes in line, the whole body is in play, including our mind. So often you read about or hear about, take Tai Chi because it'll help you both in body and mind. The mind has to be active. It keeps active by always thinking through what we're going to do. So right now, I'm the think person. I'm calling it out to you. But in doing so, it's making your mind think, yes, she's saying this, she's saying this. Slowly drain the weight. Put that cross here to help you come here. So getting on an offshoot, when we come here, it's balancing. But when we hold our ball, it's balancing. When we come here, let's see, part the wild horse's mane. When we come here, I'm going to be on one foot. What am I doing? Staying safe because I have my ball in my hand. But then letting out that energy in the next step. But we'll go over more with that. Also now, the other part that Ken talked about, the first part, is the component about stiff or straight planted leg. If that's the case, and we turn, which I don't want to do, we are going to injure our joints. But remember that we use our whole body. So when we use our whole body, I'm looking at the hips and the waist. So to make an L stance, yes. But if this leg, I can't do it, is stiff, I'm going to injure my joints. But when I'm planted down, I can't be planted down in a stiff-legged manner. I need to come down. It doesn't have to be super down because that requires a lot more effort, but relax down. So this is planted. When we come on an L, my foot does not just come down and my foot just does not make that turn. It's controlled by the mind, but by the hips and the waist. A lot of people do not realize that and they take it literally. Come out, she said. She said come out. She said flatten. She said adjust. And the hips and waist are doing nothing but straining your joints. So Tai Chi is bared on using your whole body, essentially mind, everything. But people always forget the waist and the hips. And we do that. Hand form, commencing form. Slowly drain the weight off of our left foot. Heel comes out. On our sole, on our toes, open. Toe comes down, sole comes down, arch and heel. 50-50. Hands rotate to the middle of your thighs. Take a deep breath in as you elevate both hands. Shoulder level, reverse the process, make yourself small. Drop your shoulders, flex your knees, tuck your elbows and your wrists down. Left hand to the middle. Right hand up higher. Open both hands. Look at the back hand. Bring the back hand to your ear. Turn your face and follow that hand. Meet both hands in the middle as you slide the top hand forward, the bottom hand back. Center. Open both hands. Back hand higher. Bringing it to your ear. Turning your face. Meeting in the middle. Sliding forward and sliding back. Here's a drill. Center, open, higher hand comes to your ear. Turn your face as you follow your hand. Meet both hands in the middle. Slide forward, slide back. Center, open, higher hand comes to your ear. Turn your face, follow it, meet in the middle, push and pull. Keep on doing it. Center the hand, backhand higher, bringing it to your ear, turning your face, meeting in the middle, slide forward, slide back. We are repulsing the monkey. Open, ear, turn face, follow, slide. Center, up, open, ear, turn, meet, slide. Center, higher, ear, turn, meet, slide. New movement, T stance, left hand parallel to your waist, right hand higher. We're going to multitask. We're bringing our top hand to our ear. Do it with me. Open, ear, open, ear, open, left hand down and to the side, left hand down and to the side. Simultaneous motions, down and to the side. Here we go, two hands. Ear down to the side. Ear down to the side. Something's goofy. The right hand has to go a little bit more. Top hand comes to the ear and catches the ball in the middle. But how can it catch the ball? Our hips and waist are not moving. We need to move it. Left hand parallel, right hand higher. All together. Try it for experience. We know that we're in a T-step. What did we learn? We want to come out to an L stance, out and to the side on our heel. Here we go. Ear, hand, heel. Turn the hips and waist. Brush your knee. Knee not over the toes in the front. Knee not locked, not buckled. Right hand catching that ball in the center to help me with my balance. Left hand to the side as if we're holding another ball. Sitting back all the way. What are we going to do? We're going to twist. What about our hands? Right hand now parallel and left hand up higher. What are we going to do? L stance, of course, because we're in a T stance. But we're learning a new motion called brush knee. Ear and hand, ear and hand. Okay? Ear, hand, turn around and catch that ball in the center. Out and to the side, ear, bring the hand down, brush your knee, catch that ball in the center. Good. Sit back, twist. This is a drill. T stance, left hand parallel, right hand higher, multitasking. Ear, heel, hand this way. Okay? Out and to the side, ear, heel, hand, face, touch that ball in the center. Checking for good Tai Chi posture. Sit back all the way. Twist. Right hand parallel, left hand higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist step. Left hand parallel, right hand higher on a T. Ear, heel, hand, face. Catch that ball or brush your knee. Sit back. Twist. T. L. Roll. Sit back. Twist. T. Parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist. Parallel T. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee and stay there and let's look at what we're doing. Left hand is in the center as if it were catching a ball towards our middle of our body. Right hand to the side as if it were holding the top of another ball. We know that we are in a bow stance. We were told that our front foot, the knee should never go beyond our toe, but should be in line to keep our Tai Chi posture. We were also told that our left leg, the knee should not have a buckle in it to throw our Tai Chi posture off. It should be appearing as if it were a slide board. So it's straight, slanted. Sit back, all the way back. When we twist We need to get our hands in play to help us with balance. This is helping me with balance. When I talk about the hand being parallel, this is actually parallel to my waist, but I want it slightly dipping upward, not touching my clothes, and not so far away, but giving me stability, just the way we did this, or I told you we'd do this. So we're like this, on a T, out on an L, but at the same time, this motion occurs. Okay, here we go. Ear, hand, heel, brush your knee. Are you catching that ball and are you holding the ball? Is your slant on the back leg or knee not buckled, and is your knee not beyond your toe? You check yourself every time. Sit back, allowing us to twist, getting our hands ready because we're going to balance on a T, safety. Then ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Then you ask yourself, is my L stance, bow stance, allowing me, so everybody put your hands down, keep your position, drag your front foot back, and say, is there a gap that she wants? If there is no gap, then you need to come out into the side a little bit more, okay? So can you look forward at me now? If you don't take a good L stance, you will come here, and if I drag my foot back, I would clash my foot. So that's incorrect. We don't want to stay compact at this point. We want to clearly come out and to the side here, so that when I drag my foot back, I indeed have a gap in my stance. Okay, so we talked about safety, and this is one of the most safest moves that we can do. If we do not listen and we do a sloppy L and we're here, the next motion would be then to sit back and twist. There's no room. We're too tight in, and the knees will take a beating. Therefore, we have to come out to allow the room and efforts of our back knee to be safe. But once you're in tight, your hips and waist cannot help you to make that move, and it's going to put a lot of pressure on your knee. Okay? So it's a lot to know, it's a lot to understand, but the process in which you learn Tai Chi helps you to learn more about your body, an ideal situation that no one else can teach you. You have to feel the sensation, you have to know what your mind is telling you or not telling you, and you have to study how your body reacts to what your mind is thinking, or what the external forces are suggesting to you, so that you can stay safe. So Tai Chi is a means, a step in that direction to help you learn more about your body, so that perhaps you will stay safe when there are risks involved. That is a lot. Tai Chi sounds very powerful, and it is, because to this day, after excess of 10 years of working with Tai Chi, we still are learning and gaining ahas. It's never ending. So what are we saying? It's a lifetime journey, not to be learned in a few minutes, but surely to start to understand and start to tweak our bodies so that we are on this goal. Okay? If we think about our Tai Chi posture, we think about what we're going to do, why we're going to do it, and some of the elements, if not all the elements, that we kind of went over. Good Tai Chi posture, Yang Ten style. Slowly drain the weight off of our left foot. Heel, arch, sole, toe, off the ground, open, toe, sole, arch, heel. 50-50, hands rotate, up. Take a deep breath in. Shoulder level, drop your shoulders, exhale, flex your knees. Left hand to the center, right hand back and higher, open to the ceiling. Bring the back hand to your ear. Turn your face, follow your hand, meet both hands in the middle as you slide forward and back. Center, higher hand is the left hand, open. Bring it to your ear, turning your face, sliding to the front, forward and back. T stance, left hand parallel, right hand higher. Rooting down on the right foot. Multitasking. Ear, heel, hand, turn the face, brush your knee, adjust the back foot, catch the ball. Sit back, twist step, shift your weight, T stance, right hand parallel, left hand looking. L stance, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, then experience unknown movements. Hold your ball. L stance, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball for better balance on the T stance. Bottom hand advances, L stance, bow stance, part the wild horse's mane. Flip the hand, meet it, palms looking at you. Sit back, twist, cup, open, sideways motion called cloud hands. Close your forearm, open, flip and meet, middle and cup, flip and meet and close, middle, flip and meet and open, middle, only flip and meet. Here's your time to show that you can do a left golden cockerel. Sorry. Down, opening up, and a right golden cockerel. Down and a right kick out. Right hand on the outside and out. Down, left hand, left foot, up and out. T stance, right hand on the bottom to hold your ball. We're going to ward off. Push your opponent away, but then drag him down as if you're grasping the bird's tail. And turning yet again and pushing your opponent away. But as you know, Tai Chi is built on martial arts movements and pushing your opponent yet another time. Sit back, twist step, left hand on the bottom, T stance, hold your ball. We're going to ward off on the other side. Push your opponent using your forearm, but dragging him down as if we were grasping the bird's tail. But then pushing him yet another time. And rolling back. And rolling forward, getting near to our end. Sit back, twist and drop, open and open, in and in, off the ground, right hand on the inside of the process. You embrace the tiger, pull him up, and out. And we're going to close our form by making ourselves small, wrapping around as if we were to begin, doing the opposite, off the ground, and closing our form to end Yang Ten style. So here again, we are only 3 movements taught or learned, and we did 10, and we already know that if we practice our golden cockerel and our kick out, which will be incorporated in our warm-ups, we have yet 5 movements done right there. So although I'm talking like this and informing you, our goal is not to see how many movements or how many forms we can accomplish, but we want to always go back to say although we are learning a new form, if you go on to the 24 and the 16, and if you are learning more movements within that form, the bottom line remains the same. We are incorporating Tai Chi principles and foundations in all that we do. And we realize that there are a lot, centering, shifting weight, concentrating, counterbalancing, and all of this, but it's a carryover. So we will always renew, revisit, and refine the movements that we learn, but we have to get somewhere to start our foundation. All right. Okay, very good. See you next time. Thank you.